Calls for unity. That's what former lawmakers Gabby Giffords and Jeff Flake recently wrote in an op-ed for USA Today. The Democrat and Republican speaking up in the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination, saying political violence needs to stop. News for Tucson's Jafet Serrato went around Tucson today and spoke with locals about their thoughts on the subject.
In this two-page op-ed released last Saturday, Gabby Giffords and Jeff Flake say disagreements must never become death sentences, something a Democrat, a Republican, and an independent I spoke with today all agree with. Former Democratic Congresswoman Gabby Giffords and former Republican U.S. Senator Jeff Flake begin the USA Today piece mentioning Giffords' own experience with political violence. She was nearly assassinated near Tucson in 2011. To show unity after the January 8, 2011 shooting, Flake and Giffords sat together at the 2012 State of the Union.
I like to see people from opposite sides of the aisle coming together.
Giffords and Flake claim political violence in the U.S. has raged on ever since. Not only do Giffords and Flake mention Charlie Kirk's assassination in the op-ed piece.
People have their rights to their opinions without anybody threatening them with any kind of violence.
But also the murders of former Minnesota lawmaker Melissa Hortman and her husband.
We need more people on both sides coming out and saying this kind of thing.
But opinions are mixed from the Democrat, Republican, and independent I spoke with when Flake and Giffords mentioned there are calls for war on progressive institutions, while some on the left have celebrated tragedy.
A lot more on the left, for sure.
The president is really stirring up a lot of vitriol.
People are always going to say things that we disagree with.
Flake and Giffords say disagreements like these are a good thing in our democracy, but that it should never result in violence. The piece closes out with their take on how to stop the violence. First, they say there needs to be sound leadership, and secondly, while emphasizing they support protecting gun rights, they call for background checks and red flag laws.
Taking away firearms from rightful owners and rightful citizens is a constitutional right. There is no place for that.
It's just a mess, the way that guns can get sold in this country.
I think there's a lot of common sense laws that we can all agree on as far as like keeping guns in safe hands, having some sort of litany test or regulation.
Reporting in Midtown, Jafet Serrato, News for Tucson.